All right, guys. Well, hello, everybody on Facebook Live. I'm seeing all these people chime in, so it's good to know somebody's out there listening. And welcome to Facebook Live. My name is Justin Kanthak. I am the RCA president, and I am excited to be with all of you today to share a few organizational announcements and some updates. First off, I want to address the announcement I sent out last Tuesday on the 5th. As hopefully many of you know, we at the RCA are celebrating a huge milestone with our 25th anniversary. And over the last 25 years, we've established and grown Culinology into so much more than we ever expected. So, of course, this year, with this being our 25th anniversary as an organization, I feel it's time for a bit of reflection, for recognition, and getting excited for all the things that are yet to come this year and for hopefully our next 25 years. I do find it a bit ironic that the 25th anniversary is also the Silver Linings anniversary year, for those who know their wedding histories. With all the challenges we faced in 2020, I mean, it's all about silver linings this year. So we're really trying to take that to center to everything we do. Really, when you consider how COVID and the economy and the cancellation of San Diego and conference have all challenged us, I believe that says something about our organization, that we are continuing to move forward and we are adept even in facing adversity. And you think about it, that is truly a silver lining in its own right. And honestly, the ability to adapt has been the hallmark of our members and our leadership team this year. The RCA has done some incredible work, both adapting how the organization operates and most importantly, how we are positioning ourselves to service you, our members, for years to come. And if we just take the last 9 months as a snapshot or a sample size, we have a lot to celebrate. From everything from RCA Powered Up, which we planned and executed in approximately 3 weeks, which was no small feat, to an aggressive streamlining of expenses to manage the loss of 2020 conference, to the rapid increase of our volunteer support to stretch out our commitments on projects and to make sure we had enough hands to execute, to something as simple as our first virtual proctoring of our certification exam last week. I mean, these are just a few examples of what the RCA has owned in the moment and what we have chosen actively to do to be successful. And first, it's really important to take the moment to thank everyone who has made 2020 be successful so far this year. First to you, our members, who have taken the time to re-up and renew your memberships, to join webinars, to join Powered Up, and for all the work you do volunteering on our committees. To our staff who have hung in there through a brutal first half of the year, faced with many challenges, and have never quit keeping me or our board or our committee chairs or any of our volunteers honest about our commitments and keeping us focused on what we're doing. You guys are the glue that holds us together, and thank you for everything you do. To the RCA board who have put in overtime this year and keep the RCA moving. I know this was not a year we expected, but it's a year of commitment, and I have seen great commitment from our board, to our executive committee, Jessica, Jamie, Nick, and Jason, our frequent meetings to keep the organization on track. And lastly, to Chip Potter, our executive director, who keeps all of us focused on what we need to do next and keeps us looking great and keeps the organization moving forward. So again, it does take an army to keep the organization moving forward. And with that, our work is far from over heading into 2021. I'm going to be honest, we have many critical next steps ahead of us, and there is much to do to stabilize the organization, our financial health, and the like as we move forward into 2021. So I'm making the ask to you, our most valuable asset, our members, and the RCA community to commit further into 2020, into 2021. My ask is for all of you able and willing to raise your hand and step forward to support the organization, both financially and influentially through the two critical upcoming next steps and campaigns. The first, if you haven't renewed your membership, please take a moment to do so. I know it's something we forget at times, and to be honest, please take the time to check with your peers as well. This has been a year of distractions, so please take 5 and check in to get everyone on board. We need everyone here, and we need everyone swimming in the same direction. On top of that, for any member who has been displaced this year, please reach out to the organization to discuss options on how the RCA can support you and keep you engaged. We are here again to support you. So if you have a challenge, just let us know and we'll figure out how to keep you involved and keep you active in the organization during some challenging times. Now, the second thing, this is the most critical piece of information at the moment, is our 25th anniversary campaign. And I'll be honest, we need to close a very critical financial gap left behind by the cancellation of San Diego to help us bridge to 2021. This is a big ask to you. It's a big ask to our members to help the RCA control our destinies and contribute. This is our opportunity to lead and succeed in 2021. So please, I ask you to support if you are able. Now, what does support mean? We're asking for donations directly to the organization through the RCA website. And you can either click at the red button up in the corner of the website or by heading over to the 25th anniversary page, which I noted in my message last week and will be referenced again throughout the next few months and actually through the rest of the year. Again, we will share the link directly during this section to keep a lookout for that. And what this campaign is this is about bringing our members to the center of the organization to help solve a challenge that we all own. And it's not just on us, it's on our partners as well. And a great example of this is how we decided to spark off the 25th campaign. We were very lucky to have 4 organizations step up and commit to each matching $10,000 of donations to the RCA if we, the members, can generate the first $40,000 in contribution for our 25th. And that sounds like a lot, and it is. But I want to recognize those who've stepped forward to keep us moving at the very beginning of this program. The great teams at Park 100, at Dairy Fair, and First Choice Ingredients, and Culinology have all contributed this first $10,000 each. And if we can hit our goal and close the gap for 25, they will match that fully at 100%. All 4 partners are committed, and now we have to do the work. So please, if it's $25, if it's $250, please take a moment to be part of our solution in 2020. It's a big ask, it's a big number, and it's going to be a lot of work, but it will put us in a great position for 2021. And for now, all of our members have the opportunity to own that solution and that outcome. And it's not just the individual members contributing that first 40,000. There is a list of supporting donations coming in from many companies as well, which is continually growing. And it's a testament to our community and their investment in you, our members. So please take the time and invest in each other in the organization with the 25th campaign. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't critical, but it's amazing who will invest in us. So please take the opportunity to invest in ourselves and contribute. Now, I also want to take that special moment to thank a key individual who has come back to the RCA in a big way during our time of need. I'd like to take this moment to personally thank Jeffrey Block. Jeffrey has been relentless in picking up the phone to help the RCA, to make connections, providing critical feedback to us on actions, and supporting contribution of the 25th campaign as well. And really, thank you, Jeffrey, and to the Block family and Dairy Fair for everything you have contributed over the past 25 years. And thank you again for your investment in us. It's been a long-term partnership, and I can't thank you all for that commitment, especially now in a very challenging time. So in summary, if you have any questions about the 25th campaign, if you need to know more about how the event supports the RCA or how to participate, please do not hesitate to submit your questions live in the text box, which I see all of you guys are doing. I see Jonathan Deutsch on there. Good jobs taking the virtual exam last week. And reaching out or reach out to me personally or to the RCA team at rca@culinology.org. So thank you in advance. We honestly can't do it without you this year, and it's going to be all of us to own that solve. So that's step one. I said there are 2 big things. So moving on to another exciting announcement, I am thrilled to introduce you to the new kind of experience we are focusing on for our annual conference next year in 2021. In 2021, the RCA will be hosting its first all virtual experience. And we're calling it experience because it is much different than anything we've done before. And this experience will be in place of our traditional in-person gathering. However, it will be much more than a typical conference or virtual event that we've even committed to before. And we're calling it RCA Plus. So burn that into your head because you're going to be hearing it a lot from us. And that event will be held March 23rd through the 26th, which would have traditionally been our conference in Atlanta. So RCA Plus is about innovating for our future and will be at the core of how we're going to start thinking about RCA's virtual experiences for the future and how we want to engage in 2021. With consideration for the continually changing environment around us, it's important now more than ever that the RCA community comes together to learn and grow and get ahead of what's coming next. And we believe that RCA Plus will showcase our ability to adapt culinology to current times. RCA Plus will have the educational sessions, the networking events, a virtual trade show component to highlight innovation, and many ways for us to pay tribute to our 25th anniversary. And throughout the event, we'll be celebrating our history and what we've accomplished while looking ahead to the future. It's all about adaptation again, guys. Within the program, the RCA will be hosting a virtual Culinology Expo with many engaging features to highlight our great partners, with new platforms and tools to share new products and ideas. Also, attendees will have the opportunity to join more spotlights and breakout sessions than any previous in-person conference. And we will have also the ability to showcase 2 virtual student competitions, the Evolution of Food competition and the Student Culinology competition, which are back again. And we are looking forward to giving our students the stage for creativity in a way that permits them to connect with us. So registration for RCA Plus will open next Monday, October 19th. And yes, that's 1 week from today, which is also where more information about the educational sessions and network opportunities and virtual Culinology Expo will be released. So please keep an eye out for that. I would have missed this if Aaron had not reminded me this morning. I would also like to note that we are extending the deadline for submissions for session proposals on RCA Plus to this Thursday, October 15th, on account of all this information we're sharing with you today. So please take the opportunity to submit ideas for cutting-edge food industry topics and to forward this message along to any colleague who may be interested in participating. For more information on how to submit your ideas, please check out the RCA website at culinology.org. So to put a bow on it, RCA Plus is the opportunity for our organization to adapt at the moment and to respond to the needs of our members and our sponsors and to keep us moving forward and relevant in 2021 with a plan to extend our reach locally and globally. I can promise you the lineup of speakers will be a can't miss group. I again come back to global because there's something behind that. A little bit of a teaser there. And we'll be announcing a handful of the spotlights over the next couple weeks, but global connectivity is going to be the center of everything we do, especially this year with new digital tools. And also, RCA Plus will not be the only event in 2021. So please keep an eye out for more events in our 25th anniversary. As things permit us to do things, we are already having plans on how we can commit to them. So be patient, be aware, and be alert. More will come. So I have covered a lot of information in a very short time, and I hope you guys are excited to participate in our 25th anniversary campaign and to register for RCA Plus. We need everybody on board. If you don't join, you're going to miss a lot of great information, and we all need to be in support of the RCA's future. So please take the time, raise your hand, and let's come together for RCA's 25th as one RCA. And so with that, I'd love to take any questions you might have. So let's dig through the chat and I'll adjust them here live. I will look through this list and see if there's anyone who's contributed anything already. Or am I going to get a whole barrage of questions. RCA Swag. We will be sending out a note shortly about a new partnership around RCA Swag, and Jamie is going to definitely remind me of this until the very end. I'm not going to tell you who it is. We're going to do an address about it, but for all you people who have been looking for chef coats, aprons, polos, backpacks, anything that has great RCA graphics on it, we have a partnership. It's coming. Jason and Jamie have been working aggressively on this, and it should be coming online shortly. Mike Janisek, will there be a student competition again next year? Yes, there are 2 virtual competitions this year. Just being mindful of students being able to travel. So we'll have those as part of Rca Plus, and we will also be forever keeping the RCA students at the center of the organization. They are our biggest, the biggest piece of our future, and we will absolutely be putting them on the stage again. And yes, Mark Lencioni, thank you for calling out Mike for not paying attention. I didn't have to do it, so even better. Will there be a mixology competition? We are currently reviewing all opportunities for additional virtual events. With the schedule for RCA Plus, we have immense flexibility, and so we're taking the opportunity to understand what that flexibility looks like. So if you are really interested in being involved in an event, or if something really comes forward that you want to contribute in, share it. Tell us, let us know. We will absolutely take in consideration what we can do on our new virtual platform for next year. So let's see. Any other burning questions? I've got a couple here that people have asked us as we've been working through this. So I just want to address one big one. Is this different than RCA Powered Up? Absolutely, it's different than Powered Up. As I mentioned earlier, RCA Powered Up was a way for us to take a large amount of information in a very dynamic, fast-moving environment and create value for our members, for you, our members, on the fly. This is what RCA Plus will be, is the mindful learning of what we can achieve in a virtual environment when we have time, when we're permitted with time, what we can do when we start understanding our reach globally. And I can tell you there are things coming globally that I cannot yet share that will be components of what we're doing as RCA Plus. That's what's really crazy about this. You know, we live in a year of virtual connectivity, and we are taking all the opportunities to figure out how to build this into something bigger and better. So again, RCA Powered Up was on the fly. RCA Plus is intentional, taking the learnings from Plus what conferences, plus understanding our environment and being respectful and mindful of our organization's needs, and creating something not just of value, but something that's probably going to be organizational redefining. All right, let's see if we got more questions down here. The chat's quite funny, so thank you guys for keeping me honest and engaged on this. Also proves it's live. Will there be networking opportunities available? Absolutely. We're finding new and fun ways to engage through networking with RCA Plus. We're also going to be challenging our regions to do a bit more online networking in the short run, as we want to keep everyone engaged as we look into 2021. It's definitely a new world, and it's definitely up for new opportunities, but that's the gift. I mean, we're an organization based on innovation and forward progressive thinking. And honestly, the tool we have to build RCA Plus on is really going to allow us to flex that muscle. And it's going to be something that was unexpected and a great gift for the RCA to learn from. And will there be an opportunity to connect with spotlight and breakout speakers? Yes. This year, we will be more effective on our Q&As. And with the speakers that we have coming on board, I don't doubt there are going to be questions with this group. I wish I could be more honest, but right now they are definitely filling out the back ends of their contracts and or agreements to speak with us. But these are people who, a couple of them are coming back from some of our highest rated speaker sessions in the past. And some of them are also people that we've been trying for years and years to get. So I'm really excited for what virtual connectivity gives us. There's a lot of things going on regionally, which is great. But I'm going to give you guys another 60 seconds or so to ask any additional questions. If not, we're going to move into the wrap up. So any last minute thoughts? All right, we'll consider it good. Okay. One last thing before we jump off today. I want to share a bit of sad news regarding the organization and the loss of a key longtime RCA member, Tony Manning, last week. Tony was a longtime member of the RCA and sat on the New England RCA committee for about 8 years. And prior to returning to the New England region, Tony was also the chair of our Mid-Atlantic region for many years. Tony was an active member of the New England RCA committee, and she was instrumental in things like planning and executing of several culinology events. Tony was extremely dedicated to our younger generation through education in culinary arts and food science, and was a fixture at our conference every year. And honestly, over the last couple of days, I've spoken to a handful of members who have also referred to Tony as a mentor, as RCA's aunt or mother or grandmother. So it's really sad news. But in Tony's memory, the RCA New England committee is going to be renaming one of their student scholarships in her name to represent her passion for both culinology education and her commitments to our students. Tony will be sorely missed, but her commitments to the RCA will forever be with us, and she will remain in our thoughts. So from all of us, thank you, Tony, for everything you've done. So in closing, 3 things. Anyone who knows me knows I'm all about the list of things. Please take a moment to commit to RCA's 25th campaign, whether through contributions or volunteering. Your support is more critical now than ever, especially taking into consideration 2020. If you or a peer would like to participate in a session with for Rca Plus, as I said before, to step up and take on something regarding our new digital platform. And then lastly, keep an eye open for many, many more updates on Rca Plus, as well as many more events we're planning all over the organization over the next 6 months and 6 to 9 months that I can't even share yet. Some of these are global connectivity things. Some of these are Rca Swag things, as Jamie noted. Some of these are global connection and partnership things. And then again, we're also challenging our regions to find a way to keep you connected locally. So with that, thank you guys. And we will, I'm so excited for you guys to be part of our 25th anniversary. And I am trying to
Hey, this is Chip. It looks like Justin's Chip Potter. I'm the executive director. Looks like Justin's feed has fallen off. So the good news is that he's wrapped everything up. You guys are good to go. Any questions, please don't hesitate to forward them to myself, our organization, or to Justin. 25th anniversary campaign. Good to see your support. Rca Plus is going to be awesome, and we'll look forward to everybody really jumping into RCA head first with us this year. Looks like Justin's back now.
Honestly, it's always Mondays when the internet seems to be at its worst. It's just too many people trying to achieve things. And as Chip said, I got to hear him. He's absolutely right. We're excited for our 25th. We're excited for what's coming this year, what we'll be executing this year. And feel free to reach out to me or staff or anyone who's on the leadership team at the RCA, and have a great week. So thank you guys. And by all means, reach out soon, all right?